Hello and welcome to NSK's PV Power Hour, brought to you by NewSchoolCotton.com. My name is Yoshi for September 24th, 2016. I'm joined by Charlie Draco Cowden as always.
Yo.
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 Alright, so we'll go left to right. Chase Lim is in the house.
Yo, what up?
What's up? What's up? And Daily.
Hi.
Your daily dose of daily.
Sure.
Puns. I got 'em all day, son. Alright, so we're going to talk about some fucking idols here. And first up, we're going to talk about Mousou Calibration. Fantasy Calibration. Unbalanced Umbrella. That's English for unbalanced umbrella.
Thanks
So
for
their-
that accurate translation.
Their calibration is unbalanced.
It's unbalanced.
Their Mousou calibration.
They're unbalanced, just like my mental state.
Well,
I haven't
I
heard
don't
about
know.
this. I haven't heard of this group.
You don't know Mousou Calibration?
Or maybe I have. Maybe I just know them from like other music videos.
I think the handful of things that we've talked about from them has been very similar to what Dempa Gumi has been doing.
Okay,
Yeah.
Dempa-ish,
Yeah.
but not putting out insane songs. Like
Right.
they put out like one song that was like Dempa, and then they put out another one after that that wasn't, right? And then it
It's
was
like
like confusing. I was like, what is this
Watered
group?
down Dempa, like take
Mhm.
Dempa Gumi and then just add water to it.
Take away a lot of the personality.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
little more straightforward idol pop.
And
Probably
I
so.
think they've been over to California at one point.
They have? I don't
think
Dempa's
so.
been to California.
No,
like,
not Dempa.
once or
Mousou.
twice.
Mousou
but-
Calibration, really?
Weren't they at one of like the smaller cons?
I don't know.
I have no idea. I don't remember them being in California, though. Those might have gone to go see him. But,
Well, you were in Florida at the time, so
yeah, that's probably true.
I don't see anything come up.
I thought
after
that-
I googled Mousou Calibration California.
I might be thinking of a different group, but
Yeah. It's all good.
The song basically has a semi-catchy chorus, and that's it. For me.
Semi-catchy? I beg to differ. This chorus is catchy as hell.
Semi-catchy.
It's catchy, dude.
This is like quintessential like dance pop like idol song.
This is what I want
Like,
Stereo
feel
Tokyo
good.
to be, okay?
What? Fuck out of here! No.
What?
Okay,
No.
hear me out. Hear me out. Okay, hear me out. My thing is, my issue that I've always had with Stereo Tokyo is that like EDM is not really my genre of music. I feel like when they do it straightforward like that, it's a little bland. But like when you add like a catchy chorus, something like this, where it's like a little more idly, I think it brings it to a whole nother level of just rather than being EDM, it's like idol EDM. You know what I'm saying? Which
If I want
we-
idol
we'll
EDM, I'll
probably
go
get
see
to.
Up Up Girls.
Well,
I mean, there's this song lacks a drop, right?
no, it has a drop. Like
The drop is like the chorus. It's not a. It's not a. It's
Yeah,
not
but
a
it's not
hard
like
drop.
it's not like a build and then.
Right, but it's there. But like a typical song where it just builds up and has a drop, like a massive drop. I'm not into those songs unless it has like a catchy
Dude,
hook.
Yeah.
I want a
put-
fucking nuke dropped on my face.
Like,
Put this way,
And
Yoshi.
then no one sings. It's just dancing and bass and shit
Yeah,
flying.
that's
into my
the
ears.
stuff that Yoshi doesn't like. I've kind
I'm
of
not
figured
into
out by now. He likes singing in this chorus. He doesn't like just like the instrumental kind of thing
which
with
is
singing on
why
the verses.
like TGS's Shinkai or like anything Stereo Tokyo or Stereo whatever does. I'm not into that kind of stuff because it just drops and I'm like, okay, here's the build up. Here we go. Let's go on a trip. Oh, I guess I'm walking by myself because no one else is singing. It's just like shit. So
Oh man,
that-
it's
that's
time
my
for
issue.
that sick choreography.
Yeah.
Hey man, dance break.
Yoshi does a dance.
No, I dance.
No, he dances. I've seen him dance.
He dances,
He came down
absolutely.
to he came down to UM and we danced
We danced.
in front of a lake. You remember that?
And in front of people walking in front of us and
Nice.
looking at us like, what
Yeah, and
the
I was
fuck
wearing
are
a-
these weirdos.
I was wearing an Octi P mask.
Yep. That you were.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah.
Fucking idol hipsters.
That's hilarious.
So I guess I'm like the only one that likes this song.
No, I love this song.
I think
Okay.
the song is okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
It's not very exciting for me.
It's not exciting, but I think the
Yeah.
chorus is catchy. Like
I think the chorus is catchy. I mean that's the thing. That's the part of the song that I will remember.
yeah. Well, that's like the best that should be how every like pop song should be. Is like, oh, I'm left with the impression of the chorus because like
Well, everyone should leave with like the chorus being like the first and foremost thing. That's like,
Yeah,
oh
and it
shit,
does
like
that.
it's so good when the chorus comes on. But for me, I feel like leading up to the chorus, I was just kind of like bored. And then I heard the chorus, I was like, oh, okay, this is all right, pretty
but
good.
it starts with the chorus. Like the beginning of the song is the chorus, so I think it's okay. It starts it like on a high
Yeah.
note.
Well, with like a skeleton, yeah, like it's not like the full like booming chorus thing, but it's
Yeah.
like it gives you a taste,
Yeah.
and it gives you the main theme in the beginning, which is good.
Just put it this way: the song is like incredibly like American, like electro pop, structured.
Yeah,
Like-
I think the instrumentals as well. Very-
Yeah. It feels very
American
familiar.
electro.
Like
Yeah, I think
it
it's-
feels very familiar to people who like grew up, I guess like in America, Europe, or whatever. Like this is the kind of pop music that
Yeah.
I guess you would have heard.
I just wish, like in the pre-chorus, when they have like the solo lines coming out, that they had any kind of like oomph or, you know, I feel like it's all delivered like the same way, and it's done in a very plain way. You know, like so that's why like when the chorus came on and everyone was singing, I was more on board, I guess.
I didn't get too many of those problems, but maybe because I was in like a different mood at the time of listening to it. But I thought everything was appropriate. I felt like it built up to the chorus like well enough, and to the point where the chorus was the biggest impact of the song.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I
quite a
agree
bit.
with that. I
Yeah.
liked it as well. Let's talk about the PV.
It's very yellow,
Yeah, sepia
In the dance shots.
brown-ish.
which
Well,
again
like
for this song is like how you just want colors all the time, or
Like the other
high
shots, it's
contrast or
white.
something. Yeah.
So it's kind of a
Yes,
weird...
there's like color correction in some and then not others.
Yeah, so I'm not sure.
But
what
Japan does that thing where they film with like 3 different cameras and they give each camera like a different filter,
Yeah.
or they don't give them any treatment whatsoever. I'm not exactly sure why it ends up looking the way it does sometimes.
It's not great.
Yeah, but like where the white is actually like corrected, it looks pretty nice.
It's not nearly as unpleasant.
Although like the whites are very very white
It's
to where
bright.
like their faces get like burned. Like their faces get burned into the whiteness and like turn into the background, but I like the visual of all the lit umbrellas. I thought that was creative.
Yeah.
They're all like
It's
popping up one by one.
unbalanced.
Although like song wise absolutely nothing is happening. They're all like they pop up one by one while like the song is going through like this minute of like being at volume 20, and then the members start talking.
Yeah. It's not great, but visually it's interesting.
Yeah, I like what's going on visually there.
It's a really
I don't
nice
know-
set. So.
I don't know where they were going with the umbrellas. I don't know what the point of the umbrellas
Yeah.
are, but I'm sure it has some sort of metaphor with love and romance.
Yeah, they're focusing on like the satellite, right?
Right.
Because the umbrella looks like a satellite.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. I guess.
Are they like broadcasting their love, their moso? I don't know.
I
They're
mean, all across
calibrating-
the
Yeah,
world.
you're calibrating their
The
moso.
moso through their umbrella. Something.
Something
mean,
or
they-
other.
Moso
I mean,
beam.
towards the end, they shoot the
Mhm.
radio or video signals out, right, to the world and into space, and you can see it traveling between
Yeah.
planets. So,
Spreading
they're
their
trying to-
bullshit everywhere.
It's not
Yeah.
bullshit. No.
Most
The
of
set design looks
Calibration,
really nice.
They've been impressive. I think
Yeah.
they've been high quality.
They put out high quality PVs.
Yeah.
There's no exception.
Yeah, the set is cool for sure. Like it's really elaborate, a lot of like detail put into it. Like you could tell someone had to like actually put the whole thing together, and it took a lot of time.
Yeah. It all fits conceptually.
Yeah, I like the little visual details, like right before the last chorus, like there's this graphic where it had a graphic of Japan, and then it zoomed out to like the globe, and it had these like lines swirling around it and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was one thing that
awesome.
caught my eye. That was really.
Spreading.
I thought that part was really cool. It was like
Yeah.
global sort
Double
of
motion
icon.
graphic piece. Yeah, I
Mhm.
like that. And just the abstract way it shows like the beam flying through space with like low poly stuff. I thought it was a cool visual as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say about the PV. There's not like a crazy through line. It just seems like they're trying to
Yeah,
broadcast.
it's like one concept, and it's
Yeah.
done really well.
Yeah.
And there are umbrellas fucking everywhere.
It's neat, and I think the members are wearing like these modern, like, hip outfits.
Are they hip?
points. I don't know. It's different. So, not their performance outfits. I'm talking like their regular day-to-day looking outfits. They look like they're
Oh yeah,
one-piece
like dresses
for
and
the
stuff.
most
Yeah,
part.
yeah, those are pretty trendy.
Yeah, looks.
Their dance outfits are kind of bland, like the blue, black, and white. Like
Yeah.
that color scheme never excites anyone.
Yeah. But it's not ugly by any
Yeah,
stretch. I think it's okay.
those are like early 2000 like or 90s internet colors, blue, black, and white.
Yeah.
Also, I like that one girl's gray hair.
Yeah.
Gray hair's in. It's been in for like a couple years now.
Yeah, having gray hairs when you're younger is apparently cool now.
Yeah.
It'll be like.
I mean, I always thought gray hair was awesome, but like no one ever had it. I guess they just like they have the hair technology
like
now.
actual gray hair or like
Dyed.
bleached
No, like yeah, like
gray hair?
artificial gray hair.
Oh, okay.
Cause like platinum blonde is like one, you could achieve it through just bleaching it, but like
Yeah.
having it is like an extra step of like
Yeah.
maintenance and bullshit you have to deal with to get gray
Right.
hair. But the effect is pretty awesome.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. Anything else?
No.
No, I think
No.
you guys said it.
All right. Go ahead and rate
Yeah.
it.
All right. Are we going by number grades or just like straight up like school grades, like C, B, A?
Let's switch it up. Do some school grades with
All
plus and
right.
minuses.
I think this gets a C, maybe a C plus. I think it is slightly above average at best. I think the instrumentals help it a little bit. It boosts it, and of course, I said the chorus is the main. It's the main reason, like the song for me got to like a C level in the first place. But I think a lot of the little touches and the production kind of helps it along in that way. Music video wise, I think it will get a B, solid. I think it looks nice. I wish it had more contrast as far as the darks go. Like, it's just so fucking bright sometimes, and it kind of hurts my eyes. But I really, really like the set dressing. And when the scene turns into like nighttime and all the umbrellas light up, it's really awesome. And I like all the little graphics and stuff. All the CG that's added in is very sparse, but it's really effective because it looks pretty lo-fi. So, yeah.
Who's up next?
I would give
Jacob.
the song a C plus. The video I'd give like a C minus. It's not really that interesting for me. About the only interesting part's the umbrellas lighting up for me.
Yeah, I would like to mention that the music video, like the set and like the like all the shots are really great, but I feel like the most underwhelming part of the music videos are actually like kind of the members themselves, unfortunately. Cuz like they don't look, I don't know, like I feel like only maybe one or two of the members actually like sell the song and the performance to the camera, while other members are just kind of like just doing their lines, you know? They don't look all that excited, or it doesn't come across as like them being genuinely excited or having fun.
Yeah.
All right. I'll give the song a B plus. I dig it hard. Fuck the haters, and I'll give the PV a B minus. It was a good package overall for me. Yoshi.
I will give the PV a C plus. It would have been a B if not for the filtering. I don't like that, but everything else is great. I will give the song a B. I think it's a solid B. It's really catchy, like we've all been saying. And it does like this idle EDM really well. It doesn't, just leave you hanging with, just instrumental. So, yeah, that's Mousou Calibration. Unbalanced Umbrella. Next up, we're gonna go to the country. Yeehaw. Country girls. Do dot to eno.
They didn't quite reach the country. They got stuck halfway somewhere in the 60s, I guess.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah. I don't know. They go like full on like period piece.
50s.
Yeah.
something.
There's like very. I don't know. It's because like when idols riff on this, there's actually very little like mixing going on. They tend to just go like straight genre piece, and they just make like a song of that era, and
Well,
they
that's
just release
because
it like that.
that's because when they mix, it generally turns out to be kind of ass. So, like, the best results usually come from when they go whole
Right.
hog.
Yeah. I'd agree with that.
But do you think this one is effective or really good?
I mean, they did it stylistically correct.
Right.
Like the instrumental is more or less there.
Mhm.
It's overly polished like all other idol music, but
Mhm.
you know, I mean, I understood what they were going for.
Yeah.
Vocals are idol vocals.
Like the song itself, like the composition is pretty exciting and like high energy and fun, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, I feel like this is just it's a song full of it's just like a cut and paste of a bunch of like other songs of this
There's
genre.
Nothing.
Like there's no originality
I mean,
I don't
like
hear
whatsoever.
anything different. Like, this is exactly what I hear from songs like this.
I mean, this is like. I mean, like every like most songs from this era all sounded the same more or less too.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
they all followed the 12-bar blues like form. Like that they do the hits at the end of like at the very
Yeah.
end of like the phrase or whatever, and it's like, you know, what you see is what you get. Like you're not gonna get some like amazing avant-garde 50s blues song.
Yeah.
You know. So I mean.
Like the song just
yeah.
sounds so familiar and like just zero surprises whatsoever in it, which I thought was kind of strange.
Maybe that's what
Kinda-
they were banking on. They wanted to prey
Yeah.
on people's nostalgia ish.
Maybe they just don't really care what people think.
Oh!
Yay! Seeing as the song is called "I Don't Really Care."
Dun, 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 dun.
Du, 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 du.
Maybe
And
I
also-
don't really care what
yeah.
people think either. I like this song.
Yeah.
I think the song. Yeah, I have conflicted feelings about this song. It's also really short, so I mean, I'm kind of glad it doesn't overstay its welcome. It's
Thank
just 3
God.
minutes, you know. And
Hell yeah.
it's really just like a repetitive. Like it's here are all the hits mashed together into one. I'm just like, here you go. It's sung by girls.
Imagine if this song was 5 minutes long, I would
Yeah.
hate this song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, songs from this era were very, like short anyway. Like,
Yeah,
if you look at like
it's
like
not like sustainable.
yeah, like Elvis was a proponent of this a bit, I think in his earlier years, and like all the songs from this era are usually like 2 minutes, like 30, you know, like
Mhm.
barely over 3 minutes at times. So
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
it makes
Good.
sense.
because it's like chorus again, like, or like, you know, just like it's the same form every time. So it's just like form 1, form 2, form 3, solo, form again, and then you close out,
Mhm.
and then boom, that's the song. You're done.
Yeah, I mean, it did it faithfully and correctly. The energy's there. This isn't my kind of music, so I never like really took to this like swing rockabilly, I guess you want to call it.
Yeah, blues
I
rock.
just- I'm not really into this stuff, so yeah, I like even like you
I think there's a
play
time
me-
and place.
There's a time and place, but like, okay, maybe I'm at a 50s diner, or like we're dancing at a club. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, sure, hell yeah, let's get down to this. Like, I'm down, but like, I don't see myself listening to it in my leisure times.
hmm
I don't think it's overly catchy either. I
I
don't
think
know.
it's just catchy in a very like predictable way. Like, oh yeah, it's catchy, but it's exactly like this, and this. You know.
It's like this is the 8th song off of Hairspray, you know, Just, musical, you know. So that's the way I look at it. It's just, you know, very boilerplate, and I don't know. Even with a better like melody or like if it was catchier, I don't know if I'd even enjoy it that much.
Music video though.
The music video is disappointing, to say the least.
To say the least, I don't know.
I think one of the comments summed it up pretty good. OMG, Hello Project had more than $1,000 budget on the video. Kappa.
I mean, all that went to renting the stage and wherever this is, right?
Yeah, I mean it's a fairly nice looking stage,
But like
decorated by Christmas lights.
This is another thing I've had issues with, like where like it would be so appropriate if there was like a full band and a crowd or an audience like just surrounding.
Oh yeah.
It would be so appropriate. Like I think
Just have the audience
Cute's
like
last
going
single.
crazy.
Yeah, they had something like this in Cute's last single where they shot at this like super swanky jazz club looking place. And it was
Namida no
complete-
Seesaw game.
It was completely empty. I'm like, yo, fill that shit in. It would look so hype if there's people there cheering them on and like getting hype. This just looks like a fucking empty place and they're just rehearsing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, this song is done by Nakajima Takui.
Interesting. Really? Wow.
That's what
Well,
Pizzico said.
Yeah.
That's a thing he does is write good songs, but when you put him in that genre, he's gonna make a song like this.
I don't think there's anything wrong with this song. I think this is like as true to it as you can get, you know?
No, it is, but I just think it's super uninteresting.
Okay.
Yoshi and Day want a twist on it.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
Yeah, this is the one time I don't want to twist on it, because then that would be like changing like a pretty classic genre that's
You know what would
been around
work
for a
here?
while.
You know how what group is it that does the singing? Fucking
Kobushi?
Kobushi Factory.
Yeah.
If you did that shit here, add a little more flavor, some fucking spice to it, that would kick it up a notch. You know, singing with the little balls.
Yeah, you
know?
want to talk about lack of spice? You know, at the very end when they're like dun 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 dun, dun, they're like, all fans, thank you, and it's like the most like bullshit crap like send off of a
Yeah.
song I've ever heard in the existence of songs. It's like when you do that, you're supposed to like go fucking ham. You're like, dun, 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 wah! You know, like you just fucking rip on it, and they're all just standing there like trying to look all pretty and shit. And I'm just like, you can just kind of tell they don't get the essence of like what they're playing. You know, I don't know. That was my biggest.
I mean, that's a producer thing, though.
Yeah.
No talent. Sorry.
No, they're fine. They do a fine job.
Actually, I was rather surprised. I watched Ozeki Mai's birthday event. She's actually a pretty good singer.
I don't doubt that for a second. Like they're like one of the most strict like agencies about like being able to sing. So yeah, it makes sense.
Well,
With a few notable
questionable.
exceptions.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Mai's English at the end is pretty terrible.
It's just like you wouldn't ever see like a classic like blues artist or country artist like just standing there going like, "Oh, thank you, all fans." Brah. You know, he'd be doing anything but that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I also nitpick about how the drummer doesn't get a full drum set?
I know why they did that though, because that was the classic setup for a lot of songs played back in that era.
He's not even like the part where he's supposed to be hitting the ride cymbal. He's hitting the fucking rim of his snare drum. That fucking triggers me.
Well, put it this way, the bass player isn't playing his bass either, so
Fuck that.
Sure.
yeah. It's
They
just a
can't
bunch
get
of
the full
extras.
sound from
And the
three
girl at the
instruments.
beginning isn't playing the guitar. Fuck that. No, I'm kidding. I don't mind that part. I like how she does the fucking bends for the guitar notes at the end. It's
She's
pretty
trying.
awesome.
She
it's
started
cool.
it 2 seconds too early, but yeah,
Yeah.
she's trying.
I mean, she doesn't know how to like actually hit the notes, so
She doesn't know what notes are. She's not a
No.
musician.
no.
What are
Kappa.
notes? What's music?
Yeah.
What is a
Let's make sound.
Yeah.
yes? Ah,
Anything else?
I think that's
No.
All right. Song wise, I don't know. Like I said, I'm conflicted. It's gonna be a solid C plus again. It's like, undeniably, it's like watching like a tragedy, but it's just made up of like all the same elements you've seen like a million times, but it's done like decently. So you're like, all right, it gets a pass. There's like zero surprises. I know all the hooks I'm gonna hear. Like the hook comes on, I'm like, all right, well, I've heard that before, but I guess it's kind of effective. It is a straight up period piece. I'll probably won't end up listening to it all that much because I'm not really in the mood for a lot of like rock blues type songs on the regular. So that's what
on
gets
the
that
reg.
score. Yeah, on the reg. Music video wise, I don't know. It's not. I feel like I'm a little higher on it just because coming off of the last music video, like all the members look like they're having a blast, you know, and like it's very uninventive and it all, you know, like the dance stage looks pretty depressing, to be honest. But
Just don't look at the stage. Just look at the
yeah,
members.
so like I mean, it has the opposite effect where like the set design is crap. The outfits I think are just very like I don't know, it's just stereotypical, it's whatever. The red high heels and everything, but the members sell it as well as they can, and because of that, I'll give it like a C, maybe a C minus.
I'll give the song a B plus. I really enjoy this type of music, so I was pleased to see this, and I'll give the PV. I'll give it a C plus just for the members. Otherwise, it'd be like a C. It's pretty boring.
Alright, I'll give the song a B plus as well. I enjoyed it quite well. It's fun. It was a fun piece. My biggest gripe was the ending though, but I'll just ignore that by shutting off the song before it gets to the end. And I'll give the PV a C minus at a lot of the glaring issues. The best part of the PV was the members, basically. Just don't look at anything else and you'll be fine.
Nice. Good advice. PV, I'll give a D. I'm so triggered by the fact that they don't use like extras and stuff like this. It would just
Yeah.
make the PV so much more fun and interesting and make the whole experience like bigger than it is. It just looks like they're practicing for a play. Like it's just missing that one element.
It's missing authenticity.
If there were like a couple like people dancing along to this, it would be amazing. Just
Yeah.
you know, like a couple, you know, not too many, just a couple dancers, you know, a man and a woman dancing together, doing the jive and shit, you know, together. Like that would make the PV like so much better and so much more interesting, and make it full.
Yeah.
So that's a D. Song, I'm gonna give a C. I think it's fine. It's okay. It's catchy enough. Gets the job done, but super uninspired. Very
It's no Natsudaze.
no. Natsudaze is very inspired. So yeah, it's not one of those for sure. So yeah, if you like straightforward, one of those songs, you'd probably
luck.
be into it. Yeah. So that's Country Girls Do Latino. I don't really care. They don't really care, so they're gonna give you a request for your tears. Country Girls, Namidano Request. So this is a cover of a song performed by the Checkers from the 80s. Which was like a boy band group.
Was it a Japanese boy band, I'm assuming?
It was.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
a big hit. One of the biggest hits in the 80s. So that's why they, even as a cover, even as a modern cover, they covered it in a very retro sounding way.
Yeah.
It's very, it doesn't sound modern at all.
In a very 50s way.
Yeah, it just sounds very high quality because, its audio fidelity is better these days.
Did this song release in the 70s?
No,
Or like the 60s? 80s?
This sounds like a 70s era
This is
song.
a 80s song.
Because I was going to say, like, Japan has this thing about, like, being 2 decades behind as far as, like, their musical trends go.
Yeah.
I'm like, if it was made in the 50s,
accurate.
then the song released in the 70s. If it was popular in the 80s, it was... it's in the 2000s, etc. Like all the disco and all that shit was like, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, they've been doing like so. This release was like both like as they like to put it, period pieces, or they're very clearly from a certain era of music. I'm just thinking like it sounds so clean and polished. It's like all they need to do is put some like tape distortion on it, make it sound like it was actually recorded onto tapes, like music was back then. And then it's just like you add just that, but that much more like authentic sound to it. But I guess Hello Project doesn't want to mess with their sound design.
yeah, they're not that creative. Come on.
Yeah, I guess not.
Hello Project's always been a little too polished for my taste.
I like that sax solo,
I like it.
not played by this girl.
Are we sure about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's not pressing the right keys. Also, like, if you're doing a sax solo like that, you gotta take some lessons from Bill Clinton, man. You gotta like lean into it. You gotta
believe
you
it.
got like if you're not feeling the music and you're playing the solo, like the solo's dead. You gotta feel it more than everyone else when you're playing the solo. And it's just like
Yeah.
stationary shots of a saxophone with like pressing like two keys, which happen to be the wrong keys, but.
She does, yeah. Her fake saxophone play needs some work.
I mean, she was pressing at like almost the right time, so it's better than the guitar playing from last PV. But
Music video is not very exciting either, but it's like, what are you gonna do? It's a cover of an old song. Pastel colors everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, you could wear leather jacket things that look like leather jackets and cheerleader-inspired looking things.
they're kind of wearing the cheerleader like jackets, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of have those. They got those varsity like stripes and stuff on it.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. Very America, red, white, and blue.
Yeah,
We
I wish I were actually
appreciate
seeing
that.
this like in a diner or something, because that's what I think of when I hear songs like this
Yeah.
of this type. I want to see like people rollerblading around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to understand what prompted them to say, "Hey, it'd be a great
This is what
idea
we do."
if we trotted out the girl with a saxophone for the solo. It would be fucking awesome." I don't know who came up with the idea, but I appreciate their.
She looks so
balls.
stilted with it though.
Yeah, she looks so stiff.
Legit, like she might actually know the notes
I
to it.
wouldn't be surprised, but it's not like they're gonna record her playing it.
Yeah, Draco, I think you were right because I looked at the second solo, and it looks like she's actually pressing the right notes for this time around, and like she's like actually like doing like the breath control and stuff that
Wait,
she'd be using for the
It's
solo.
just so funny. She looks so stiff playing it, or pretending to play
Yeah.
it. It's funny.
She's like
Maybe
focused on
that's-
actually playing it correctly, but like it's not
Well,
gonna
she has
come
to
through
walk.
anyway, so she might as well just be hammy with it,
Yeah.
Maybe she just is learning and isn't comfortable with it yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
That
possible.
saxophone looks like it would. Yeah, she looks afraid of the saxophone.
The saxophone's almost bigger than her anyway, dude.
Yeah,
so.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
the saxophone is like gonna eat her.
They should have given her a berry sax. Like that thing is like definitely bigger than her because like, it's just like that big.
Anything
know.
else? It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
I thought
it
the
is.
sax was actually a little too low for me.
You want it to be louder?
fit. No, key wise.
They just didn't go
Oh.
high enough in the register. It was like
It could have been
A
more
relative-
hype.
it was a tame saxophone solo.
I don't remember the
yeah.
original, but maybe that's how it is in the original.
Very
Not quite sure.
possibly.
No, I don't know either.
I haven't heard this.
But when I
song
heard
before.
when the song opened, I was like, I fucking heard this song somewhere before. So
So she does play sax.
Oh.
She started playing saxophone when she was invited to join a band by one of her seniors at school.
That's cool.
Nice.
See, that's the thing with Hello Project. They generally don't throw stuff in their videos that doesn't reflect on the members in some way.
unless
I
it's a
think,
guitar.
I think you're
Unless
making a
it's
bold
guitar.
claim here. Yeah, I don't know.
Unless
I
it's a
think
guitar,
we're
but
50-50 tonight for that.
I think they definitely just managed to find like, oh hey, like you played saxophone in school. We're gonna use you as like we're gonna use it as like part of like the shtick because like you actually play, so we can like make it more authentic or whatever.
Considering I don't even know who the girl in the first PV was.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which member was actually.
I would say like they're all in
trying to
a like they're all in a conference room. They're like, okay, we're gonna have a scene where one of you comes out playing the saxophone, and a girl's just like, I play saxophone.
Okay, you're
like
you're,
perfect
you're
then.
in. You got it. You got the
Whoever
job.
you are, yeah. All right, we can go ahead and grade this thing.
Yeah, I don't think there's not much. To say.
Yeah, song. I mean, it's a classic song, but I would probably just listen to the original over this, probably. And the song itself, not terribly like exciting, you know. So I mean,
it's a flat song. Even the original is flat, so this is very faithful.
If I want like a nostalgia trip, I'll just listen to the original song. Or not
very
nostalgia trip, because it's not like I grew up with this song. Like
0
a
out
retro
of 10.
trip, you know.
This song did not have a drop in it. I hate this. It's so
did not
boring.
have an electronic drop with all of them.
The
dancing.
song had no synths in it. It was so boring. I hate this song.
So just gonna get like a C minus for me song wise. I'm not gonna revisit this. Come on. Music video wise, it's gonna get the same grade. It's gonna get a C, solid C. It's not gonna get a C minus. Just because I think it's fine for what it is. They did what they could. It's not. I can't look at any part and say like it would be so much better if they did blank. You know. They just had a plan. They executed. I like the pastel colors. I like the little vinyls that are like floating around in the solo shots. You know, I like the jackets and kind of the callbacks and stuff like that. They have those super close-up shots of that one tear dropping down. I actually don't know if I hate those, but I think it's, I don't know, at this moment, I'm going to say it's okay. So yeah, those are my grades.
I would give the song an A minus. I like this one slightly more than the last one.
Is it A minus?
Yes.
Holy
Damn,
shit.
son.
Well, I give the last one a B plus.
True.
So I would give this one an A minus because I like it just a little more than the other one. I think if the other one had some saxophone in it, I would actually rate it higher.
Yeah. It
Oh,
needs
you're
some
a fan of
sexy
that
sax.
sax.
Needs some sexy sax.
The PV, like a C. It's not that interesting at all.
I'll give this song a B. I think this is combined the best release I've heard from Country Girls, which I don't know how much that means because I haven't liked anything else that Country Girls has done ever until now.
I feel like last year they had songs I liked. So
Yeah,
couldn't tell you
possibly.
which ones?
I think they pulled off the two styles very faithfully. It was really nice to hear that they didn't butcher it by like trying to combine it with like idol music and trying to modernize it or whatever. They stayed very faithful to the styles that they were sticking to. I respect that. It ended up sounding pretty good too as well. I like that. I wouldn't like. I'm not going out of my way to listen to these, like actively, just because this is what I normally listen to. But I definitely enjoyed listening to these, and I'll give the PV for this one like a C. It was very whatever.
I will give the PV a D. It's boring. Song C. It's a cover. It's good. Okay. Country Girls, Nami done a request. That's all I got. I don't have very strong opinions on that. Next up, are you guys ready for futuristic style ballet entertainment?
Oh, I am. I'm always ready.
This group is called Color Pointe. It's French, I guess.
Is it really Pointe?
Yes, that's what it says in katakana, yes.
Oh my god.
That's why it's
Color
spelled
Pointe.
P-O-I-N-T-E, I guess.
I'm pretty
Songs.
sure Death Rabbit shot in this warehouse, by the
They
way.
probably did.
I
Raining
recognize
Princess
that. I recognize that
This-
fence.
is the song.
This hotel boiler room.
Yeah.
So this is one of those gothic.
I was digging this song from the start. It's like Halloween cutesy songs. I don't know. Like
Is
I
it
feel like I
Halloween
don't
time
get
already?
enough of them.
It is Halloween.
It's
time.
fall, man. I'm ready. It's kicking off early.
So
I'm
bet you
already
watched-
over Halloween.
you
I bet.
You guys have watched enough anime. Some of you have watched enough anime to
Uh-huh.
know where I'm going with this, but I don't know if you guys remember the group or thing Alley Project.
Yeah.
They do stuff like this, you know, where it's got that organ sound. That's an organ, right? Or pipe
When
organ?
Like when in the song.
Organ pipes? Like
I
the
mean, it'd
intro.
probably be a pipe organ.
Right. So that sound, I think of gothic looking stuff, which Alley Project does. So I kind of associate this kind of music to that style,
Mm-hmm.
which I think this is. And I'm not that big into it.
There's no organ in the song.
Whatever that fucking sound,
It's
like
that- it's
that,
every
like-
song, whatever it is.
The strings.
The
The strings. It's orchestra
Whatever.
strings.
Whatever it is.
Yeah. Okay, I got
I don't know.
you. I
It's
know
like
what you
it's
mean.
like a
It's not a string.
it's like
not
a Mozart
violin.
era like piano. Like it's like super high and like plucky. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like something is hitting a
It's
string.
that gothic piano. Yeah.
That's why
I don't
I'm
know what that
thinking it's like
instrument is
an
called
organ,
either.
but not
I've tried to
really
call
an
it out several times and like I can never think of
What,
what the hell
harpsichord?
that instrument. Is it a harpsichord?
I don't know. I don't know
man.
what that sounds like. If it sounds like this, then yes.
What part of the song?
It's like the only sound that I can't describe.
It's like the very start. It's that horror sound.
Yeah,
To
it's like
it.
used in every like horror themed like Alley Project song. It's in every song like this.
It's probably like a clavichord, like a harpsichord. So it's
Right.
like it's like a super like twangy, like
Yeah.
tense
So-
sounding like piano.
When I hear that, I instantly think of gothic Victorian looking themes and
Yeah,
boom, here
yeah,
we go.
definitely. Yeah, there's a big association with that instrument and that. So yeah, I totally get that.
So I could never get into the visuals or the sound of this culture, if you will, this package. So I have a hard
Like
time.
go to like 34 seconds. And it's like it's kind of like the main instrument playing at that part.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a harpsichord.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was used a lot in like Baroque music in like the 1600s with like
Right.
Bach and whatnot. So
I think Chase knows who had a hand in this song.
Oh.
do I?
Does he?
Someone special.
Takanori.
Takanori. That,
I think you've mentioned him before.
No,
Is it
that
the
dude. That dude wrote the second song, not this song.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, like the
That makes sense.
Takanori. That sounds really familiar. I don't.
Nakamura Takanori, I think, is what it's. It's a.
Well, the person who wrote the
Greetings,
song
right?
is Endo
Hmm.
from Geeks. I guess his group.
I've heard of geeks.
So, the song is very much that. I don't know how to describe it other than that gothic, Victorian,
Wait.
Baroque
Yoshi,
pop.
how much did you like the what was the B-side to Crap Tiki Boon? That gothic sounding song.
B-side to
You know what I'm talking about?
Cheeky Boon?
Or hold
I think
on.
he means Taiki
or,
Bonsai.
yeah, Taiki Bonsai, sorry.
What about
It's Otome no Gyakushu.
Oh, Tomonogakshu, yeah.
What did you
Dude,
think
that
of that?
song is my fucking jam.
Yeah, that one's
Fucking
yeah.
love that song.
Yeah, what did you think of that one, Yoshi? Because I thought I remembered you
okay.
liked that one a lot.
It
Oh,
was okay. I'm more of a Taiki Bonsai guy. Give me Taiki Bonsai all day.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Damn.
that song is very much this too. So
Yeah.
Yep.
But I feel like that song is like
The song's even less
Gyakushu-
pop.
Yeah, Gyakushu like
Yeah.
is plays around with it to like an extreme, whereas this one is a bit more tame. I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
But there are like certain arrangement in the song that like really stick with me, and it stuck. Like this song was actually stuck in my head for a while after I heard it, and I had to like revisit it because I want to listen to it again. I don't know. It's just like it's one of those Halloweeny like whimsical dark songs, right? It's got some dramatic elements. It's kind of fun as well. Like that's kind of I really like songs like that.
They
like the
usually tend to
opening-
be a bit spicy.
Yeah,
so.
and like some of the opening lines sounds like it was taken straight from like the Nutcracker, where it goes da 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 dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Whereas like the original goes in a different direction. But like that opening bit like just really stuck with me. I like the chorus as well. I think it's properly
It's catchy.
like
yeah.
dramatic and built up, and yeah, it's nice and gothic. Music video I wasn't very impressed by though. I like everything except for like the set. It looks very samey. I like the bathtub stuff more.
Okay.
'Cause it's, like,
which
kinda-
PV did two women in a bathtub better? This one or heavy rotation?
You know, oh yeah, like the 0.5 seconds in heavy rotation versus the
Hey man, it's
rest
an
of this
iconic
PV.
point. It's an iconic 0.5 seconds.
Nah. Well, it's true. It made a pretty big impact, but I don't know if in the way intended.
Not in a good
Or maybe
way.
it was
for me.
intended.
not-
Maybe they wanted.
Not for me.
But the impact wasn't because it was a good bathtub scene.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No, it
So-
wasn't.
This one is done much more artfully and much more impactful.
They're not swimming around in milk.
Yeah,
and much
also,
less
yeah.
controversially, there's no question of their dress status.
Right. True. That bare shoulder. Are
That's
they
about as
wearing
far as it
anything? Are
gets.
they not? I don't know. But here, I feel like those scenes fit the song better. Like here, like I don't know, because they're going for that gothic style. I was telling somebody while I was talking to this person about the PV, I was like, this should have taken place in where like the AKB music video Uza took place, just in like this creepy ass attic with like
Yeah.
a bunch of knickknacks and stuff, and
They
it's
don't got
really
the
dark
budget for
and
that.
blue. Yeah, they don't have the budget for that.
No, but you could set up an attic-looking place and just throw your bullshit in there.
Yeah,
and
like
just burn
it needs more like
afterwards.
wood and like just like creepy haunted house looking
Yeah.
place. You know, there are plenty of locations like that. I
I
guess.
agree with that.
instead of
They
an
could've-
underground cellar.
Instead of this industrial looking like chain link fence and stuff.
They're
like
borrowing
eh.
Bucho's house. This is where he lives.
They could have set up like mannequins or something in there to make it a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
more-
Like they could have put some more like creepy looking stuff in there to really sell it. 'Cause, they're ballerinas. Like their makeup is done all like sickly. They got the red under their eyes and stuff. All that stuff I like. The little touches. Yeah, like the rose petals and the bathtub, and I feel like all that stuff works really well. It's just the dance shots are like very like they're wearing like cream colored dresses, but like the background is very yellow too, so it all just gives it like the same color palette look, and it's not a lot of like warm and blue like cool colors working together here. So I feel like it could be better in that respect.
Yeah, I think oh god. There's this like really low budget group that we talked about a couple months ago that used the same exact looking set where it had the chain link fence and the pipes on on the ceiling. Oh god, I bet.
I know what you're talking about. Is it the one with the really like narrow corridors?
I think so, and it was like two girls, right? It was a duo, and they did like EDM-ish thing. Maybe.
Possibly.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't remember the group, but we talked about them a couple months back, and it looks very similar. But yeah, it's very bare bones in terms of visuals, other than the members. So it's a member PV at least.
Mhm.
At least like every shot has the members in it.
Yeah.
So you have that.
Any other thoughts?
I think that's it.
All right. I also just want to mention that one girl with like kind of the bob cut. She also has gray hair, but it's like super dark.
Yeah.
It's got like you could see like tinges of like blue and purple and gray in there. So
She's
that
the
trend is
center.
definitely alive. She's a center?
Think so.
Okay. I don't know. I just assumed like the girl with the most screen time, like the very
She
like Ikemen
definitely-
looking girl was like
Yeah.
center, but
Oh.
like the one sitting in the
Oh,
throne
is that
or
not
whatever.
what you, yeah, is that not what?
Oh no, it's a girl with like almost bluish black hair.
Oh, okay, yeah. Gotcha.
She's got short, yeah. She's got like a bob cut, kind of.
Well, the center girl has very grayish looking hair too, so
Yeah.
not quite
Yeah, song. I really like the song for all the reasons I mentioned. It's just very whimsical, very fun, and darkly creepy. It's my jam. I love Halloween. I like this kind of stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and give the song a B plus. Music video wise, there are elements I really like that I think is really fitting. I really like the costumes. I like the makeup. I like the way their hair is done. Everything is very, very, very appropriate. But the location just isn't. So for that, I will give it a C plus.
I'm gonna give the song like a B minus. I more prefer like Anger Me's.
Oh yeah, me
Like-
too. That song is like an A plus in my book. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds amazing.
But so I'd give this a B minus. The PV, I'll give it a C plus. It's got some interesting visual elements to it, but I'm not sure I'm sold on the whole ballerina thing.
I'll give the song a C plus. It was alright. It didn't do very much for me personally. And I'll give the PV a C plus as well. It's very middle of the road for me.
Yeah, same for me. The song's gonna get C. I think the chorus is really catchy, but the rest of the song's pretty forgettable for me. PV, it's pretty boring aside from just watching the members and not really into the Victorian Gothic visual stylings, so I'm not really into it. I'll give it a D. That's Color Point, Rainy Princess.
what a bastard.
I am a bastard. And speaking of bastards, what the fuck just happened here in this PV that we're just about to talk about?
Oh god, this one is
Oh boy.
cracked me up.
This one is
I-
called
Oh my god, this
Shukyo
one.
Hojin Maraya. The song's called Butsuzo Satsujin Jikan. That's Buddha statue murder mystery or murder incident, murder
Interesting.
files. Because they
Okay.
say in the song they go, hey, this Buddha statue is kind of hard, so I'm gonna hit you.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, that's the murder weapon.
All right.
Okay.
There are yams present in this PV.
Yes, there are.
She got the yams.
What? Is that
So,
a meme?
Let's move on.
The song is like, whatever. I don't want to talk about the PV right now. Like,
Alright.
the old man is obviously MVP of this music video. He's like the best part for me.
Yeah.
He's just like unhinged. He has badly dyed hair. He's just walking around like
Bad
making like
lipstick.
cute pictures of himself, and yeah, like it's just fun to like follow him around. I wish the entire music video was just this guy, 'cause like all the actual like quote unquote singers do is just sit on a turntable for the entire music video.
Act
Wearing
very
their
sexy.
underwear.
Yeah, I feel like they were. I was like, were they like sponsored by an underwear company? Like, are they underwear models? And I think they are like probably just grab your models, and like this is just a song that they just pumped out because for like marketing reasons or something.
Yeah, there's a gratuitous amount of fan service. Like I haven't seen this much blatant fan service
And
in
it's
an
like
idol song in a long
juxtaposed
time.
with this kooky old man. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, it's
To like an
Right.
aggravating degree. Like I was like, are those girls gonna leave that fucking like turntable at some point in this music video? I was like, no, they
Nope.
just keep sitting. They're just sitting there, and they just have shots for no reason whatsoever on that turntable. It was like frustrating to watch them. I was like, go back to the old man. I don't need to see them.
They prefers his idol groups with old men instead of.
That old man is so interesting. and- Yeah, just way more interesting than grab your models.
I can definitely agree with that.
He's just like unhinged and like in this very like uncomfortable, like you've seen homeless men like this, you know, like in New York City and stuff, like
That's exactly what he's doing.
who
is
just kind of like
playing a
he's like
homeless
pushing
man.
like a shopping cart and just like yelling at the sky and stuff, you know. He's very much or like just dancing to like a song that doesn't exist, you know, just like in the middle of the street, and you're just like, okay, guy. or like it's New York City, so everyone pretends like he doesn't exist. But like everyone living in like a big metropolis like type city has seen this guy before. But here he can't hurt anybody, so that's why I like watching this music video. It's like just following his weird ass like adventures. I guess.
So for Dave, for you, this is like being at the zoo where you can watch the animals in the natural habitat without any harm coming to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have to endure like the secondhand
panhandle-
embarrassment or anything.
And
You
the
know.
panhandling.
Yeah. No. Oh God, please don't walk up to me. Like yeah.
Please don't throw up on my shoes. Yeah, I love the guy. I mean, that is the whole PV for me.
Yeah.
He's best girl.
The
Absolutely.
the two girls, according to one's Twitter, is a photographer.
Hmm.
But that's about all I got out of it. They
The
don't
girls
have
are
it.
cute. It's like
They really are.
Yeah?
Like they
Yeah.
are very cute.
But like all their scenes are. One
I was
step away
hoping
from
at some
porn.
point they would like leave that table and just like go on adventures with this guy.
I was
I don't-
hoping they'd at least like dance or something.
Like they would be in with him, like doing the pre-cur and stuff. And
I think they have a restraining order placed on him.
Pro-
Quite
Yeah.
possibly. So
they're like, we wanted to do that for the original PV idea, but this guy was just too crazy, so we thought it would be safer if we just let them sit on a turntable the entire time. And if they never actually met.
This reminds me of like the joke side of Bish, the Bish PV with the drill sergeant or the prison
Oh, yeah.
sergeant. And I loved that Bish PV. That was great.
Yeah,
That's a great PV.
definitely one of the best.
It's like my favorite out of Biss whatever.
Mhm.
So,
yeah,
but
this is a good one.
this one, it's like the girls are just one step short of porn, and the guy is one step away from a mental institution. So,
So like at the end, like towards the end of the PV, like the two girls actually take like a Buddha statue and like kind of swings at the camera, and then like
And then the old guy.
is passed out like
Yeah.
next to bottles of like vodka or whatever he's drinking. I'm assuming it's vodka.
Look
yeah,
at-
some
Who
kind of
knows?
inebriant.
It's a clear sake drink, so yeah, it's pretty strong, probably. So I don't know if he's dead. I don't know why the girls decided to hit the man with the statue, and you know, I don't know if that's physically happening in the world or if it's just a, I don't know, what do you call it, a metaphorical type of thing.
He violated the 500 meters rule.
What is the 500 meters?
You can't get within 500 meters of the person who called
Yeah.
out the restraining order.
Oh,
You know, I think it was a metaphorical thing because there's no blood. Like I think
I think it was just it was just like a conceptual tie-in.
yeah.
Like, I don't think it actually meant anything as far as like any sort of narrative.
I love how
goes.
much they featured the guy and just completely leaned into it. You know.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like the guy didn't get enough screen time, so we're like lost and clueless about what's going on. It was clearly the focus was this guy's like mental breakdown and alcohol abuse that, you know, is the storyline of the PV, and the girls are just kind of there for eye candy and to provide some sort of like
Oh yeah, there's a group
mental
behind the
context.
song.
Yeah. So that's all it is, but yeah, it's nicely done. Not
Yeah,
sure how
I think
much
the
would
song is
watch
pretty
it.
serviceable. Like, I probably like it more than I should, maybe because I'm influenced by the
It's-
music video. Like, if I
pretty
heard the song by
catchy.
itself, I would be like, hmm.
Yeah, maybe, but I think it's pretty catchy. Like, the chorus does a good job, and I think the instrumentals are
The chorus when the
surprisingly-
instrumentals like really kick in, it's
yeah,
pretty
it's
good.
deep. It's really kind of
Yeah,
bassy.
it's
got
got
that
depth.
pop and power to it. I really
Yeah,
like
it's got
that.
those like 80s like synths going on as well.
Yeah,
and I think maybe Corp is onto the right idea here. Maybe the girls are the ones driving him crazy. He can't get him out of his mind.
yeah, that makes total sense. Like
Right,
he's
and-
just got the two girls in his mind. Yeah,
The shots are actually his images.
not sure why he went to a print club and took pictures of himself, but you know, that's I guess part of the mental breakdown.
Maybe he thought he was with them. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
They're like
okay.
figments of his imagination.
Maybe.
Very possibly.
Oh, there's another thing I wanted to mention. In the lyrics, there's a lot of mentions about Twin and Poke. I don't know if you guys noticed.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
that.
Oh
I-
yes. I noticed that.
They converted the words. They're saying it in Japanese, and Twin, they're pronouncing it as Chin.
Hmm.
So
Oh,
when
yeah.
it's
Oh, right,
Twin,
right.
They're saying Chin
Yeah,
as in
Oh my
penis or
God.
pecker.
No, I did. The first time I heard this song, I was like, did you just say penis?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah.
Totally said penis a whole bunch of times, and then they say
Yup.
poke. They're saying poko, which when you say chinpoko is like a cutesy term for penis or pecker.
Mhm.
So
Oh, is that where Chimpokemon came from in South
yes,
Park?
so, South Park Chinpokomon is
It's-
from the word chinpoko, which is like chinpo, chin. Yeah.
Yep.
It all-
That's really funny. I just realized that.
Yeah.
I realized that right off the first time I listened to it. And I'm like, this PV is like porn.
It is. It's
This
porn.
guy's
Innuendo and everything, yeah.
It's porn. The
Yeah,
Buddhist-
surprisingly though, this is like the most fan service I've seen in like a PV in a while.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's true.
They've been dialing it back pretty hard recently.
It's pretty
Yeah.
incredible. I think people
Yeah.
just have to see it. And
It almost feels like a breath of fresh air. It's like,
it's
man, I'm
different.
tired of all this like chastity. Just give me some good old fashioned fan service. You know what I'm talking about?
Rip
But,
that belt off.
yeah,
Well,
exactly.
You know, we haven't seen any Ebisu moose cats yet either.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
that's true.
See, that's
So,
a whole
like
no-
the-
that's just
the-
porn.
The summertime, like, bikini music videos has also, like, been dialed down. a lot.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, definitely much
That's
dialed down.
true, but that's sort of like going for a very specific thing, but while trying to be kind of prude about it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But
It's
this
like
is like
it's like
straight
a
up
safe
like,
Disney
hey,
thing, like
Yeah, look at my ass in my underwear, you know. So
The-
it's
yeah,
like,
that
yeah. This is much more like it's
Very
much more
direct.
Showtime.
it's sharper. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's overt and it's obvious, and I
It's
sort of appreciate
gratuitous.
that. Yeah, I appreciate that better than like, hey, we're cute girls in a bikini, tee hee. Yeah, don't look.
Look
Yeah.
at me zoom in on this butt.
Yeah. Mm.
Girl got them yams.
Oh gosh.
Show them off.
All right, anything else?
No, I think we can go right into it. Song wise, I'm probably gonna give it a higher score than I typically do. I think it's a decent dance track, and I do like the synths and the chorus, and it builds up quite nicely. So I'll give the song a B minus. It has like a melancholy edge to it as well, which I like. Music video kind of perfectly syncs up with the song. Old guy, best part of the music video, of
Easily.
course. And I have come around a little bit to the girls, like you guys mentioned. It's like an edge that like music videos haven't really gone to, I guess, typically, and it is kind of refreshing. Even though they have like, it's like watching two different music videos, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like for the song itself is kind of seedy and like kind of has like a dark edge to it sometimes, and I think the music video follows up with that visually, and I think that's pretty cool. So music video, I'll give a solid B.
Cool.
You give the song a B plus, huh? Or
Did
something
I, say
to that
B? I
effect?
think it's a B minus. Yeah.
Yeah, you said B, and you said that's higher than he normally gives.
Yeah. I'll give this song a B plus. This kind of reminds me of stuff that like Rie's done with Haji Metal, and I do enjoy that stuff. The PV I'll give it an A minus just for the stupidity quality of it.
He
Because
likes
I-
the thighs.
No,
It's
no.
the thighs.
The thighs are
No.
pretty good.
Them ties.
They are pretty good, but no, I like the guy. I like how all out he goes in this.
Yeah,
It's
he's great.
freaking great. And I mean, the PV is like split personality defined, so the comedy value is just perfect.
It's amazing.
All right, I'll give this song a B. Yeah, I'll just give it a B. It was I was always more fascinated with the PV when I was watching it. The music always kept falling to the wayside. But I'll give the PV a B as well. Definitely the old guy is best girl. He was the highlight of the whole shindig.
It's like charismatic.
Yeah, it's a
He's
charismatic.
hypnotic, man. Like,
Is a charismatic kind of psychotic?
yeah.
Well,
You know?
the thing I liked about him is that, he's not like some well-paid actor or anything.
He's not like a well-known comedian, as far as I can.
No, I
as
don't
I
think
know,
he
right?
is.
It might have just been like one of the girls, like their
Dads,
grandfather or something. Yeah.
It's like really eccentric guy.
I enjoy that. His performance seems like amateurish, but like it comes off.
Oh
in-
yeah,
It comes off in like this I'm drunk kind of way, which
it's really
it's-
endearing.
It makes sense because he's drinking the entire time.
Yeah.
So like it's perfect. Like he's great.
Also, I didn't know that they sold alcohol in like tiny jars.
Yeah, they do.
I thought that was like a chives jar.
I've never seen that.
No,
but
they,
it's good
they
to
sell
know.
Sake in that. Yeah, just next time you go to Japan. Dude.
Yeah, I want to buy a jar of
Yeah, that'll get
hard
you
liquor.
drunk. Yeah, that'll get you drunk. It's straight up sake. So, I'll give the PV a B minus. I think it's super enjoyable. Very shocking. First couple times you watch it.
Yeah.
I just don't know how much of a replay value there is, but the guy's incredible. So
The guy's just like he's one step
MVP.
short of like cross-dressing.
yeah. It's great. The song. If the vocal performance was better, it would be like a B plus. But they do this like falsetto, like we're not very good singers, so we have to sing like this kind of singing.
And highly kind of sounds modified. It almost sounds like
Yeah.
Hatsune Miku. Like,
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little
this
bit.
could be a Hatsune Miku song.
Yeah, that's sort of why I'm not super into the song. I think it is super catchy though. Like the melodies are great melodies, but the vocal work could be better. So I'll give it a C plus. If it was better, it'd probably be a B plus. Yeah, that's Shukyo Hoji Maraya Butsuzo Satsujin Jiken. What a fucking thing that was. Let's go into a more traditional route. Beibo Ga. That's
That's good.
baseball girls. They are now part of Nijino Conquistadors. They're the yellow group.
They're the subgroup or sister
They're-
group, I guess.
They're the
Younger
sister group of Nijino Conquistador.
Yeah.
They're the yellow team, I guess. Song's called Kach Tobase, A Cone of Rainbow.
It totally makes sense. Cause like I was like, at first I was like, this is a really high quality music video for baseball girls. I was like,
Which
yeah, baseball girls has never had a
PV,
music video before.
so-
Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, they
I had
got,
like I had 2 double takes there.
So the funny thing is, it's not the funny thing, but the reason why they're under Nijino Conquistador now is because they were kind of bought out by their previous management because their previous
Like the
management
group was
doing-
gonna disappear straight
yeah,
up because there was like an
there's some
embezzlement
fraud,
scandal. Yeah.
with the management. So like they had no idea what the fuck is going on, and I guess Nijino Conquistador management came in and said, "Hey, you know what? We'll take you guys
Yeah.
under our wing, and we'll give you guys a shot." And here it is.
Yeah, I was talking to David Liao about it, and I think he said, like the company or the management or whatever for Niji was going to do like a open audition type thing for like a new idol group.
Oh right.
But then like baseball girls just stepped in and was like, we're an idol group already. Like just
Yeah.
take us. And
It
they're like,
makes
all right.
sense, yeah.
Yeah. We don't have to
So
go through
much
this whole audition thing or like, contest or whatever. Like just we got this group.
Yeah. So it's great.
And yeah. I'm not familiar with baseball girls
Me neither.
discography, so I don't know if is this like a brand new song or like
I don't think we've
know.
ever covered them before. So.
because they've ever
yeah.
had a PV.
Yeah.
So
They haven't had a music video.
this is the first
So,
PV.
yeah, this is like my first proper
I'm-
like kind of introduction.
I'm honestly not sure if they've even had. I'm sorry. I'm not even sure if this is a previous song or not. I think
Mm-hmm.
Missing in Chat is a big baseball girls fan, so he can probably inform us. But yeah, this might be a brand new song or not.
Right. I saw Baseball Girls once when I was in Japan. It was
you
one of
did?
those like mega concerts with like 15 different groups or something, and Baseball Girls was there. And I was there with David Layout, so it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I don't think I heard this song there, so I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna guess this is a new
I mean,
song.
it said it's gonna be released in October 18th.
Okay, yeah.
Unless it's a re-release, then it makes sense.
Mhm.
But to me, it looks like it's a new song.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like
Yep.
a typical upbeat idol song, right?
Yeah.
It's like a
This makes sense,
rally.
it's new. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's a very like motivational, upbeat, baseball themed song. Kach
Yeah.
Tobase is like hit a home run. That's the
Yeah.
phrase for that. So, yeah, baseball is very much the theme of this group, but you could never tell from just looking at them.
No, there's like
Yeah, like their
one-
outfits and stuff don't. They have like everyone has like a very different outfit on, which I
Super
kind of like.
different. Yeah,
Yeah.
I really like that. Like Blue is like, she's dressed like a 8-year-old boy. She just has
Like
a
in
giant...
a superhero, yeah, with a cape and everything.
I'm a superhero. Woo! I'm gonna jump off this ledge and I'm gonna break my leg. But I'm a kid, so who cares? Like, there's one girl who's wearing like a China dress.
Yeah.
There's one girl who has like a fucking baby chick on her shirt, and she looks like
Yeah.
a superhero or something. I don't know.
The outfits are very strange and varied.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. You could tell the members apart that way easier that way.
Apparently, Yellow has her nickname on her bag.
Yes,
So
it's Perrodin.
Yeah, Petaling's like very famous for doing like manga and stuff. So
She's wearing like a half dress. It's like shorts, but also a dress.
yeah,
Yeah.
So
These are some very interesting outfits.
Yeah, right. It's interesting.
it's cool. I like that. It gives each member like a completely different look, and not only is it like color association, but like the look is different. Like this girl who's wearing the light purple dress, she looks mature because she's in like this regular long dress, and then Blue looks like she's like a 8-year-old boy. The other Blue looks like she's wearing a China dress. Like it's everyone's really
And this
different.
is
Very
with pumpkins on their
identifiable.
head.
Yes, I don't know why, but pumpkins.
It's Days Oshi because he likes Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Are we sure it's pumpkins? Sure it's
Yes, it is. It's pumpkins and there's
Those,
an
those
ant.
things in her hair are definitely pumpkin.
There's an ant on her dress.
That's cool. That's,
Yeah.
That's.
It's interesting.
I-
That's all I'll give it.
So, Missing said this is a new song, and
Yes.
that Petting designed all the outfits, and then some famous designer actually put them together.
Mm.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I mean,
I like it when that
stands
stuff
out, right?
happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes sense. Like they put so much work into it. We saw it. We noticed. That's really well done then. But yeah, the rest of the PV, it's kind of just shot in a regular school. They're doing school stuff like
Yeah.
sitting
Classroom,
in the classroom,
gymnasium,
gym.
rooftop,
Yeah,
all the
so-
key locations.
So there's really not much else going on. The music room, stuff like that.
Library,
yeah.
Reinforce the station vibe.
Yeah, so it's station as fuck.
But it's like a
But there's-
costume party at school.
Yeah, and there's also no storyline really. There's no like,
Yeah, it's just
there's
having
no
fun.
goal or anything. It's just they're just hanging out at school. And I think the song, like we've said before, is a very straightforward idol pop song. Not too much crazy going on. It's
Yeah.
something you've heard of before. But I think it's got good energy. And
I think the chorus is the
it's-
best part about the
Yeah,
song.
it's decently catchy. Yeah.
Leading up to the chorus, I can barely remember what
Yeah.
they sing or anything. But like when the chorus kicks in, I'm paying attention. I'm like, yeah, it's a good chorus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I wasn't all that fascinated with it myself.
Yeah, I mean, there's really not much to say. It's really well done, but nothing too crazy going on. Maybe the outfits are the craziest things going on, really.
Yeah.
The one thing that really annoyed me was them singing into their paper airplanes.
I mean,
Why?
they throw it at the end, right? So,
I
makes
don't know. It
sense.
just seemed like they had them too long, and they should have had like the small horns they used to shout with instead. It
that
just-
would make more baseball sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah.
I think we can
Alright.
score it.
Yeah, let's score this thing. I give it a song a C plus. I think it's decently catchy. I really like the chorus. The chorus really sticks with me, and it's very uplifting and fun. Rest of the song, though, I literally can't recall it. Like as I'm watching the music video and listening to it, like the chorus is the only thing that sticks to me. But I really like it. It's really strong. Music video, I think it showcases the members really well. I do like, I don't know, it's just very feel-good PV. It's colorful, but it's got that like Japanese subduedness to it, where like the darks can't get that dark. There's
Yep.
like no blacks. Like medium gray is about as dark as it gets. But there's plenty of color here. It's plenty of fun. And looks super slick. Like it's like a Niji music video. It's got that clean look to it. So music video, I'll give it a B minus.
I'll give this song a C. It's just average for me. The PV I'll give it a C plus. Yeah, the outfits are good. The just individuality is good, but beyond that, there was nothing to draw me in.
Yeah, I'm definitely with Draco. I give this song a C plus. Very, very not much of anything, but it was done well. And I'll give the PV C plus as well.
I'll give the PV C plus. I like the outfits, but the rest of the PV's pretty. I mean, it's good in terms of showcasing the members and their personality, but other than that, there's not much super visually interesting going on. But it does a very good job in showcasing the members. So this is a great like first PV to start off with.
Yeah.
Like, hey, here now you can see each member of Baseball Girls, and they all look different. In in every way, there's no way you can confuse the two members, any members at all. So it's good in that, but other than that, it's not very interesting. The song I'll give a C plus as well. I think it's a average idol song that is pretty catchy. Bebo ga Niji no Conquistador, Kiro Gumi, Kach Tobase Eiko no Rainbow. Next up, Baby. No, I'm sorry, it's not Baby Metal. It's Devil No ID. Eve Kakme Zenya.
So I was watching this, and as somebody said when they linked this, did Death Rabbits eat baby metal or something to that effect? Or Cupidron? That was it. Did Cupidron eat?
Cupidron, yeah.
Oh, that's what I said. Yeah.
It's got the Cupidron like outfits and set design, I guess.
I looked at this. The drawings in it definitely remind me of the artist who does the stuff for baby metal. But yeah, the outfits and the rest of the PV, it's like Baby Metal ate Metropolis ate Cupidron.
right. And you know what the problem is? Okay, I don't want to get too deep into like comparing this group to Baby Metal because they're completely different groups. But,
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah.
It really does not help when you have a one front member who's slightly bigger than the two.
And then
back-
two midgets on either side of
It's
her.
like
Yeah.
what are you doing? Come on, it's so obvious what they're.
Yeah,
going
it's pretty
for.
obvious. It's pretty blatant.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
They want
And
that
it-
symmetry.
And then the twin tails and shit too.
Yeah, so it's sort of like leaning too much into it, but they're completely different, and it's clear from just looking at it, and from a visual perspective of like colors and look, and
Yeah.
also the song too. It's not
Yep.
metal by any stretch of the imagination.
And apparently, this is like a dance unit. It's described as a dance unit.
Right.
They got some pretty slick moves. A couple
Yeah,
times.
they do the very like deadpan. Like they're straight
Femme-ish.
faced the entire time. Yeah, kind of.
So the song is. We should probably discuss that. It's a song produced by Teddy Lloyd. He did the music and track production. So he didn't
That
write the
explains a
lyrics
lot.
or anything. But yeah, this is a Teddy Lloyd song.
Good old Teddy boy.
Yeah, so it's good instrumentally. It's electronic
Yeah.
music. It's solid.
It's nice and heavy.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a well produced song.
Strangely, it's like not as heavily as produced as Teddy Lloyd's songs.
Yeah, no, I
tend
was
to
actually
be.
about to say
He's actually
this is
restrained a little bit
this
here.
is pretty freaking tame for Teddy Lloyd. This is like
But,
vanilla
yeah.
Teddy.
I actually welcome that though, because some of Teddy Lloyd's overproduced sounds are just like
It's
Too
it sounds
aggressive.
a little too much.
it's compressed into the ground. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a more solid song as a result of it, I think.
But I think it's catchy.
There's too much Vocaloid synth voice vocals in this.
It's too much
I
auto-tune.
figured you'd bring that up, Draco. So I had formed an opinion before the show of this is an acceptable level of like vocal treatment, whether it's auto-tuning or other kind of filtering going on. This is the correct way to do it in this context.
This reminds me of the amount of autotune that they use in Uza. The
Right.
vocals are very reminiscent of like the tone and quality
It's just-
that they had in Uza.
It's just not excessive, right? It's like the right amount of auto-tune and vocal pitch correction use. I think this is better than anything like I think we give crap to Passcode,
Cupidtron.
Cupidtron. Those two groups use way too much of it. I think this is just the right amount. If they went a little further, then I would have an issue just like you. But I think this is the perfect amount for it.
I think Red and the other one, Green or whatever she is, the taller one of the two, is okay. But I think the short one gets produced to the dumpster when she starts rapping.
Maybe she just sucks really bad.
She's not even singing.
She also
she's
looks like she's
rapping.
like 10 years old.
Yeah, she probably is.
I don't know. Her trap rapping is kind of awesome.
It's pretty fucking sick.
And that trap step breakdown, whatever you want to call it, it's pretty sick.
I don't know. I'm not big on the song, but
That drop, man.
It's heavy.
It's thick.
It's like brah.
It came out of fucking nowhere. I was like laughing, and I was like, "This is awesome." I was like, "I'm totally on board."
I really don't know what to make of this group. I don't know if it's like a one-time thing or if they're going to continue like using Teddy Lloyd for this. If they keep using Teddy Lloyd, fuck yeah, I'm on board. This is great.
Like they released the single like as
The
a
day the
single.
PV
You
came
know?
out.
Yeah.
It was kind of I had no idea this existed.
I was seriously contemplating, like, should I just fucking buy this thing? Because
Yeah.
I don't know. Like when you just randomly stumble across shit like this, I'm like, I don't know. I'm just like surprises like this are just like really really fun. I just get caught up in the hype, and I'm like, I just want to fucking buy this thing. CD Japan, do you have it? Good. Like, click buy. I almost did it. I still might.
Just get it on iTunes.
it's on the SoundCloud.
Or that.
I think we can sum this whole package up in one phrase.
Yeah.
Look at the YouTube channel that this is on is called the Vape Official Music Channel.
No.
It's called
It's VAP.
It's close enough. It's just missing one letter.
Yeah.
It's
No,
the Vape Official Music Channel. So you
I'm
know.
okay with that. Even if they call it
Yeah.
vape, I would
If
be
it was
okay
vape,
with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
We have two vapors in here. Vaporizers in here.
Yep.
So. Vaporers.
Vaporuni. Yeah, I'm honestly like still trying to process it because I don't know what to think of it. Because on one hand, the PV production is like super high in some
PV
areas.
production is great. This
Yeah.
PV is so fun. And then at the in the final act, let's call it, like they turn all the lights off and they have all that
And then they're,
like
like-
rave paint and stuff.
Yeah, they're the crazy ass.
and they straight up do like the crazy face paint where like her entire head is like a mouth. It's just like this giant like smiley, you know,
Freaking
shark tooth
awesome.
grin looking thing. It's great.
Yeah, it's like amazing level of like detail and production. And then song wise, I'm like still trying to figure it out as well because it's like on one hand it's Teddy Lloyd, but on the other hand, like the vocals are like
Yeah.
just it's like the quality of their vocals is not very good. But I don't know if I can necessarily fault them for that because they look like a super new, super young group. So you know, maybe they'll grow.
I tried looking up to see, but I couldn't find any information on how old they were or anything.
I would bet that they're probably around the age when Baby Metal started.
Yeah, I mean like they're definitely no.
I was thinking the center girl might
like 14
be
or 15.
13,
Oh
14.
really? Yeah, I thought she was like 14 or 15 possibly.
And then it just drops from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like when Baby Metal started.
Well, Baby Metal started when Sue was 13 and
That's what Draco
They were
just
12.
said. He said
yeah,
she
yeah,
was
but this is
13.
like this is like a bit older.
I don't know. Yellow might be like 11, 10.
10. Yeah.
Which is probably how old you and Moa were when it started.
No, because Baby Metal, when they started, they were 12. Because
We're fucking
they're
talking about 1 year, man. Holy shit.
1 to 2.
Totally different. You don't understand. But I want to say
Not
it's
this-
pretty unlike Baby Metal, where like you know they were coming from like an idol background and like a more musical background. Is you know like it's 100% certain that these kids were from a dance team.
Yeah.
Like they come from a dance background. They were definitely dancers before this.
Yeah, they're part of an Okinawan thing.
Are they actually from Temper Kids? I'm not sure.
No.
No.
Mm.
They're from a dance school in Okinawa, so there
Alright.
you go. Yeah.
They're like, even though they're pretty young, they already have like the attitude down for dancing. Seems like they got the moves. It seems like the choreography was very like stiff at times, but they definitely like had moves. You
Yeah.
know?
Anything
God.
else?
What are the comments? Is only Westerners make this stupid baby metal comparison, it seems.
Yep. I mean, we're Westerners and we made
I don't know,
the
I mean-
comparison.
I'm not,
Yeah, like
clear.
like the member composition is like
Look at
obvious.
yeah. But the music is nowhere near
That's-
anything like baby
This is
metal.
like Ine if you only took the middle part,
No.
and not even that.
No. I really wish that the PV had more of the dark room black light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I think-
it
I
was
think
But they
wanted
kind
to
of saved
save
it for
that.
the end.
yeah, it was used for the emphasis at the
They wanted
Impact
it
is
to
so
be for
great
the
too.
drop.
yeah.
Yeah, but I wish there was more of it, or at least more that wasn't so flashy and cut.
Hmm.
Because it's just like quick glimpses of it. I'd like at least a little more solid time for it.
And during the breakdown, they do like the strobe light thing, so you see them like in and out of the pain. It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
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 It's awesome.
All right, are we grading it now?
Yeah, go for
Sure.
All right, I really like the song. Lead song is gonna get a B plus from me. The drop is really funny, but also really, it had an impact. I really like, Taylor Lloyd kind of dialed it back. It's just a solid electronic song, dance song, but it's also dramatic. It's got that like orchestra playing in the background, adds that like heavy drama to it. I really like. It's like it's like a musical track to like a really kick-ass, I don't know, fighting arcade game, which the music video kind of portrays that as well. Music video also super colorful. I like all the comic style stuff going on with the illustrations. I like the background. The only thing is like the outfits are like kind of like funky and cheesy, but I think it kind of fits.
That's where the Cupidron part of them comes from.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
it looks like
That's where
like the
Cupidron comes
plastic,
from.
like skirts and shit.
Yeah,
But like
they look-
when it goes, glow in the dark, at the drop.
They
towards
look
the
really
end,
cool
Yeah.
then.
It looks
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
So,
then it all
like,
makes sense. You're
yeah.
like, yeah, they're fucking like monsters from
So
another
I
dimension.
think it cancels out. I think it looks fine because
Yeah.
it's amazing.
And I like that they're not really going for like, hey, like we look cute, Like first of
Yeah.
all, their expressions are dead serious, and like all the makeup and like the hair stuff is kind of like, and the outfits are very like antithesis of like, oh, we're bubbly cute or whatever. Like there's no juxtaposition going on here. Like with Baby Metal, like they're just straight up like, yeah, we're like from a different dimension or whatever.
We're
Like we might not
badass.
even be human. Yeah, like
Yeah. Whereas
We're
Baby
just
Metal's
crazy.
like, we're metal, but we're also say
But we're so
say
cute.
yeah,
Yeah.
say yeah, say yeah, so yeah,
Ine.
us.
It's like you don't get that shit with these girls. These girls are like, we'll fucking rip your guts out,
Yeah,
and then we'll
yeah.
dance on you.
So I like that part of it as well. So music video is gonna get A minus from me.
Draco.
This is like the hardest one for me tonight. I'll give the video a. I'll give it a B. I still think there should have been a little more, less cuts, a little more solid time for him in the blacklight, the face paint and whatnot. But beyond that, it's a good video. The song, I'm gonna have to go with like a C plus. I really don't like the vocals.
It's not your flavor. I'll give this song. Still not sure how to feel about the song. I'm gonna stick with a B minus. There's parts of it that are really good, and then there's parts of it that's off-putting for me. So like, it doesn't fully have my support, but I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
I think like this is like the first thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a really good first effort. Like, I'm really looking forward to what they do in the future, like how they proceed from here. Yeah. So song B minus, and I'll give this music video an A minus. It was really well done. Like the effects, both digital and like physical, but like the paint and stuff were done very well. I love their attitude. The only things that I didn't quite like are like the some of the fighting scenes, like the fighting game cuts. Like the CG seemed a bit kind of janky, but
I think
again,
it made sense though.
yeah, no, it made sense. And like for what they're doing, like for again, like first time PV, you know, just like it's miles better than like anyone else's debut PV,
Yeah.
man. Like,
I mean,
like remember Baby Metal's debut PV when they spin it on the
Hey.
CG cogs
Hey,
and stuff?
Doki Doki Morning is incredible.
Yeah, no,
I
I'm
love
just
that- I
saying,
love
like,
that song,
yeah, I know. But yeah, definitely very impressive
Yeah.
from these guys.
I mean,
can,
this- Oh, go ahead.
can I just say one thing? Why do they drink the paint?
To get to the next level.
Yeah.
That's how they get their powers, man. Or something.
Yeah. It's just concentrated power.
Hopefully it's not
Um,
toxic.
I just want to say one thing about the CG. Like, I like that the CG that they use is not clean looking CG. It's very like grungy, like dirty, like there's like comic tones like in the back, and
It's not like 60 FPS.
yeah, it's very like distorted
stuff
and kind of
either.
unhinged. Yeah, it's like a post-apocalyptic CG.
God, and I didn't say, yeah, like you guys said this already, but like the comic scenes are just gorgeous.
Yeah.
So good. Like I would buy a visual book or a visual novel, or not visual novel, like
Like comic book.
yeah,
and-
comic book or whatever, like with this art in it. Very impressive.
Alright, I'm gonna give the PV a B. Really good. I'll give a song a B minus. I think it's got a really good hook. And Teddy Lloyd, I like his work, so it makes sense. Yeah, that's Devil No ID. Eve Kakme Zenya. Do we want to talk about this last thing really quick, or just save it for next week?
I'm fine with
It's up to you
whatever.
guys.
Well, I'm good either way.
Alright, we'll just do it real quick.
Alrighty.
Baby Raids Japan. They put up PV on their YouTube that isn't blocked
Wow.
Amazing.
because it's on Late Pro Entertainment's YouTube page.
This is sort of like a. Is this like a reintroduction to the group or something? Because they go through like all the
It's-
members and stuff.
Okay,
Pretty
so a
much.
couple of notes. This is their second album.
Hmm.
I guess I'm assuming this is the album song, and you know this is probably one of the first songs on the album, probably to introduce.
Yeah.
Probably the
members.
opener.
Yeah.
This seems like
and
a that kind of
One
song.
thing to note is that this song was written by Hyadain, so.
Aha.
Ah.
Not
Actually, didn't
sure-
expect that.
Yeah, it didn't really come across that way the first couple of listens, but yeah, apparently it is.
But it's very much Shadine to make a song where like they go through all the members
Right.
and it's quirky and stuff, you know?
Right.
That's a Shadine special right there.
Yeah.
It's a little different though, because the girls are singing the introduction rather than the other members,
Right.
Yeah.
so it's a little different.
Typically we see the
Yeah.
other members singing the lines for the member that's being introduced. Yeah, you're
Just-
right.
Like since you mentioned it's Shadine, like it kind of makes a little more sense, or like I can see some of his more of like his influence and style in it because it does like like the style doesn't change completely from member to member, but they do. There are like some musical switches in here.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
Yeah.
chorus is markedly different than like the rest of the super rocky kind of song. vibe
But
that
it's
it
still
gives.
like still super high energy
yeah.
and like filled with power.
And yeah, as someone who still isn't very familiar with the members or their names, like
Now
it
you
helps a
know.
lot. Yeah. Now it's like in giant letters and shit, and
Did
I-
we mention the name of the song?
Right on Idol Rock.
Oh yeah.
I do rock.
Idol rock. You know,
Idol
Idol
rock.
rock,
Idol
idol
rock.
roku. Yeah,
Idol
Idol
rock.
Idol roku.
it's a genre.
Idol Rock.
This
I'm pretty
is-
sure we've used that before.
Baby Raids is Idol rock, as it gets.
Yeah, they are quite idol rock.
So yeah, this is one of those introduction songs. Aside from it being like a very metal inspired song, very a lot of chugging guitars and
Yeah.
double bass drums.
Up until
then, like-
about 2 minutes 30 seconds in.
Yeah, and then they have the girly member, and then the song
Yeah.
grinds to a halt because they
Yep.
got to do.
Moe.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
really
very
like.
special.
Yeah,
It's a really kind of beautiful, poignant part of the song, though. Like I gotta say, I like it's very jarring, but I
Yeah.
like the way it's executed. You know.
but then again, it's Hyodan, so he knows how to like
does
mix
that
those
shit.
things together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does the transitions really well. Yeah, I like the member parts are all really fun. Like they have like the hard rock for like the tomboy kick-ass member, and then they have like the really girly one, and then they go to the blonde. The blonde is like the
Center.
leader, right?
they're
Yeah.
Like,
She has, like, that
Manatsu's
super,
the
like-
center. Yeah.
She's got like the really like heroic, like leader, kind of rock medley thing going on during hers. And I like Rico Ton, where like she has no singing lines whatsoever
Well,
during her
She
segment.
sucks. Okay.
Yeah, no, and I really like that they went to the level of. They went there. They were like,
She's like,
Yeah.
she's basically like Suzuki Hirono if you were to make her like a rebellious like piece of shit.
yeah. Think about Hirono. If she wasn't rebellious,
Right.
and, like,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like if
Yeah,
she
yeah.
was rebellious and a piece of shit, she would be Watanabe Ryo.
Yeah. I mean, that's why. I mean, when I think of like the group, like I see her and the
Yeah.
blonde member and the tomboyish character as like the top three sort of like standout like personality type characters, I guess, because they have such like strong archetypes tied to them. You know, there's like strong leader, there's a kick-ass girl, and then there's a girl that can give a shit. Like just in all the dance scenes, she does it like all half-heartedly. It's very Hirono-esque, as you said. But yeah, I thought it was a very good introduction to all the members.
Yeah. I
And
think it's
it's
a
a
good
nice song.
introduction for Baby Raids. Like if you don't know Baby Raids, this is where you go to find out who each member is and what they look like and how they sound and stuff.
What
so,
they're about.
yeah.
Speaking of how they sound, like they're giving Blonde they're giving her lines.
Well, she's the center, and you
Yeah, I know.
she gets the most amount of lines. So
Yeah, but
Babe-
they're
Baby
giving her
Ray's
like
like-
good line. Like they're showcasing her voice like
Yeah,
to the max. Like, and I really appreciate that.
Baby Raids does a
have
better
been.
job than a lot
Yeah.
of groups, like where a lot of groups, like the back members, don't get any lines. Baby Raids actually gets lines, even if you're shitty.
yeah.
Mhm.
Even if you're Rico Tone, Rio Tone.
Yeah.
Riotun.
I want to say
I-
Rico Tone because like Rio Tone just sounds like totally weird.
Well, 'cause Rico is Rico Pin.
All right.
I kind of feel like the last three introductions were rushed. I feel like the first two got this huge chunk of the
Yeah,
song.
Well,
And then the
because
last
they did the two
three
members
were
in the
rushed.
first half, and then the last three members were in the second half of the song. So that's probably why it feels condensed.
Music video. Also pretty fun. It's all in this dressing room, and they all get like they have this pedestal they can all stand on when it's their turn. It's not too crazy though. It's all very like visually consistent. I think a lot of reds, a lot of whites.
Mm-hmm. I like how they use the curtains to introduce new sets or whatever.
Yeah.
Or it's nice little transitionary stuff.
Baby
Yeah, good
Raids
transitions
does
visually.
good studio PVs. When
Yeah, where they build everything like
yeah
in-house
in house. Yeah, they do really good ones like that. Like I'm thinking of like Buchake, Chake,
Yeah,
Rock
Buchake
and
is great.
Roll, Koyo Panic, stuff like that. Like even the first Baby Raids PV was really dumb, and it was inside a set.
Yeah.
In the studio.
This honestly reminded me a lot of the first Baby Raids PV.
Yeah, with like the curtains and stuff, because in the original Baby Raids single, like the first single, they just like performed in front of like a curtain, and then like it was like this little fake entrance thing, sort of like you see in this PV. So
Yeah.
it's very reminiscent of that.
anything else.
I
Don't
think
think
it's
so.
nicely shot. nicely shot PV.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
they,
pretty
they
slick
usually
looking.
always have really good, visually like well shot PVs.
Yeah.
Can't say about like the same about the concepts, but they
Yeah.
shoot their PVs very well, cleanly.
Yeah, because like they're in a dressing room and it shows them like look perusing like clothes and stuff, but it doesn't really get really crazy. It's not really a concept of them like putting on different outfits all that much.
No, there aren't too many hanging in the first place.
It's
so.
just like they have their performance outfits and then they have like school uniform inspired outfits, and like when they get into their own solo parts, I guess, and like that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and grade it. I think the song is a solid B for me. I think the song is pretty fun to listen to. I really like, just as a concept, I guess it's very like, it's something unique to idols because you don't really get this like theme of song or this concept of a song of like going through all the members and their personalities and going through monologues in song and stuff like that. So I really like that as a concept. I really like those types of songs. So it's gonna speak to me on that level. Music video wise, I think it'll get like a C plus, B minus. It's really slickly done. I think all the members look great in it. All the members showcase their personality for better or worse. I think variety wise though, it's kind of it's just very candy cane. Like it's very white, very yellow, very red. I mean,
Yeah.
Visually, there's no like break from it really, So the color palette seems very limited for a fun song like this. But yeah, just really fun member moments. A lot of good shots here and there. It's very well put together. So yeah, B minus, C plus.
I'll give this song I'll give it a B minus. It's a decent song. I don't much care for the whole baby raids thing going on, but
Oh, they say that way too many
Baby
times.
rub.
yeah.
It's too many.
But other than that, it's a good song. I'll give the PV a B minus as well. I like the concentration on the members in this because I don't know who they are. So this is a good song for me. Not that I'll remember it tomorrow, but still.
Cold.
Dick.
That's my memory. So
Let's see. I'll give this song a B plus. I thought it was very, very good. I think this is my favorite Baby Raids song that I've heard. I'm not very familiar with them though, so
I think
Listen to
Butchaka
Jump.
takes that from me.
yeah.
Well,
I
Chuck Air Jump.
oh yeah. Oh, but fuck. I don't.
Tora Tiger.
Tora Tiger's pretty good.
Yeah, I need to go back and re-listen to Baby Raids, but like off the top of my head, like this is the one that stuck with me the most on first impressions.
Mhm.
I guess since we've been reviewing them, ever since we started reviewing them, like there's been other good ones, but this is definitely like it really hit me immediately. I'll give the PV a B. It was very informative. It was like really quirky and cute and stuff. I like this because I don't know the members, so it helps me learn more
Yeah.
about the members. Gives them that chance to shine and showcase who they are and what they can do and stuff. And I dig that. And it was like everyone else has shot really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's shot really well, but I just don't think it's all that interesting aside from the members, showcasing their personality. It's okay. They do a pretty good job with that, but other than that, it's
Not a giant spinning disc.
no.
know.
And there aren't like Tiger directors that are
Yeah.
yelling at them. It's
See, it's like the complete opposite effect from fucking what's the neo-Nazi guy who always shows up in music videos? Forget his name. In
Lucho
the
Bucho,
from
Death
Death
Rabbits.
yeah, in Death Rabbits. Where like I kind of want to see more of the Tiger director sometimes. Just
but Bucho, no.
shooting the music video. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's missing a little something in the PV. I don't know what it is. Maybe the sets could use a little more intrigue.
I thought the punch out freeze frames where they're just like
Yeah.
posing in the thing were a bit lackluster. Like it was like a
Like
good idea, but it was missing something.
It could have been done like practically. Also,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they can make like little comic panels or something.
Yeah. I think that was what was missing. Something.
Yeah, it could be that. It's just lacking that little punch. But it's beautifully shot. Like, I love the camera quality.
Yeah, it's really bright, really
it's
sharp.
clear. It's fantastic looking from that perspective. So, what did I say? C plus? Yeah, I think I'll give it a C plus.
Mhm.
The song, I really like the chorus, but they do say "Baby Ray, Baby Ray, Baby Ray, Baby Ray, Japan" way too many times.
Yeah.
They didn't do that so many times. It would be higher. I'll probably just give it a B minus for now. But the chorus is incredibly catchy. Hyodine did a good job here. Yeah, it's a Hyodine song. He did good. That's Baby Ray's Japan, Ride on Idol Rock. So that is all the PVs we're going to talk about tonight. So we got a lot of PVs to kind of shuffle through to pick the MVPV of the night. The MVPV of the night is the most valuable promotional video of the night. And we shall eliminate things. I will read off the list. Can I cross out Mousou Calibration?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
I would take out both Country Girls music videos.
Country Girls, yes, I agree.
First.
Yes,
I
can
know
we take them
Draco
out?
likes those though, but
Oh,
I don't
that's
know.
right.
No, I wouldn't pick Country Girls.
You wouldn't
Okay.
pick Country Girls. Okay, so
I wouldn't pick Mousou Calibration either. So
All right, so those two are out for now.
I'd
Country
say those
Girls
two are out first.
Color Point. Anyone feel strongly?
Which one was that?
It's the
God damn it,
ballerina.
Chase!
Oh, it's
Those are
a
my favorite
ballerina one.
songs. Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Day, you
But yeah,
seem
I don't think
pretty
that
high
one.
on it.
I'm not really high on the PV necessarily. It has some really nice things about it, like the outfits and the makeup, and it does the bathtub part right. But everything else is kind of lackluster. Yeah, so I mean, if we were gonna cross something off, I would say that. And on that, but I would say at the same level of color point, I would kind of say boot the Shukyo Hojin.
No.
No, not that one. Bebuga's the one.
Okay.
Baseball
Yeah,
guys,
yeah, cross
yeah.
out baseball
Can
girls.
we cross out Baseball Girls?
Please
Yeah.
do.
Outfits
Okay.
are fun and stuff. The members look like they're having fun, but as
That's
a
very
music video,
safe,
yeah,
standard.
it's
Yeah.
whatever.
All right.
All right. Now we get to the harder part.
Why'd you highlight that one? That one's
Well,
the one
they're-
that we're getting
they're
rid of.
eliminated. I mean, I
Yeah,
could
color
cross
point
it
is
out.
No.
eliminated as well.
No, we didn't get rid of Moso. we got rid of the two country girls.
Oh,
Color
that's
point.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing it wrong, Yoshi.
On this document, no one can see
Yeah.
but us. But now I guess we can bring up Mousou Calibration. I really like the set design. I think that's the thing that I like the most. I think out of almost any of the PVs, I kind of like the set design the most on this one.
Yeah.
But like the members just don't look like they're into it. Like they're smiling and everything, but it's just that like it's that glazy like idle smile.
We just came from
singing.
Alive, and
Yeah,
our
it's just
manager's
like-
working us half to death.
I mean, of the four that's left, it might be my number 4. So I'm
Yeah.
okay with parting ways with it.
Can
Can we get rid of it? Yes?
Yeah, let's get rid of
I
that.
guess.
All right.
All right.
So, I think Baby Race Japan
I think we can.
is the weaker one of the three left.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
my number one.
Oh,
that's
But-
kind of where I'm leaning too.
as your number ones?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Really?
Alright.
That's 1 or 2 for me.
Yeah, Draco. Yeah.
I'm gonna say straight up, my number 1 is Devil No ID. My number 2
I-
is Shukyo.
Yes, I will follow suit. I agree that my number 1 is Devil No ID.
And
So,
Shukyo is just like I
it's
don't know, man.
incredible, but
It's funny as hell. It's
Mm.
funny.
it's not my
It's
favorite.
it's the funniest one out of all these.
I'm,
It's got that old guy with the terrible hair.
I'm willing to concede my number 1 to a Devil No ID on the basis that that's a debut PV. You know?
Which is super impressive, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm willing.
and
yeah.
Also, with Baby Raids, Japan, they've done stuff like that before, where their PV takes place in a set. They take a concept and they do pretty good with it.
Yeah.
And they've done songs like that before, where it's
And it's
very
not the best
idol
Baby
rock.
Ray's music video comparatively.
And it's not, and
I can
also
think
not
of
the best
at least
Baby
2
Ray
or
song.
3 stronger music videos that
Yeah.
Baby Ray's has.
Yeah,
done.
I'm just not too familiar with Baby Raids, so yeah, that's my fault.
I think Devil No ID is impressive because it is the debut.
Yeah, man, Vape Nation Records got some mad money behind them.
I don't know. Shukyo is pretty good too for a debut.
It
Really?
is, but I have a feeling they're just gonna completely disintegrate real
It,
soon.
it was
Yeah.
If anything,
It
it's a
doesn't
one-time
seem-
thing,
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
seem like a.
but
a thing
it burned
that's gonna be-
so brightly
Yeah.
for that one moment.
I thought it was really good, but like I can't like it had some pretty glaring flaws at the same time, which is why it kind of
Yeah,
ended up
there was
balancing itself
untapped
out.
potential with the 2 girls in particular. Like,
Yeah,
just they were just there,
Yeah.
but they did have that like added shock value type stuff that we talked about,
Mhm.
which is pretty daring and kind of fresh for a music video. It was fresh, which I cannot say for Baby Braids.
Yeah, it's not. They didn't do anything different that they've done before.
Has anyone's minds changed? Draco?
Yeah, I'll go with Devil No ID.
Alright,
Chase?
Devil No ID.
yep.
You good?
Yep.
All right, so the MVP of the night is Devil No ID, Eve Kakme Zenya. If you're part of Devil No ID
Yes.
management, please do contact Nisukado, and we'll get you guys a little something in the mail.
Yeah.
And
Been
thank you
handing them
for-
out.
Thank you for releasing a good thing. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the show for September 24th, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace late.